Hi folks, I hope you're well and having a lovely day. Today's video invites you to pause and settle down for a couple of minutes of meditation. I invite you to find a comfortable position that works best for you, and that might be sitting on a chair, making sure that you've got the support of the chair behind you, making sure maybe that your feet are on the floor or resting up on some pillows or blocks. You might even want to sit on the floor like I am, and I'm sitting up on a pillow and a blanket, and I've got my back resting against the wall. But you can also do this lying down. So we want to make it sustainable. I think a lot of the time when we think meditation, we think sitting in a cross-legged position, sitting up straight, and and this can be a meditative posture, but sometimes, we want to make sure that it's sustainable and that we're not going to get fidgety. So making sure our body is rested in a comfortable position. If sitting still feels really challenging, and it can, then I invite you to gently rock a little side to side, or if you're lying down with your knees bent, gently swish your knees from side to side, and it almost becomes a really soothing, moving meditation, as long as you are taking it very slowly, very gently, and we can tune into our breath at the same time. So find your comfortable position, and I think it's important to remember that with meditation, we're not trying to clear the mind completely, so it's not about trying to shut off all of your thoughts, but it's almost trying to put your thoughts in order so that they're not all racing and jumbling around at the same time. And we can do that by finding one point of focus. The step before meditation, which is Dhyana in yoga, the step before that is Dharana, the practice of concentration. So learning to concentrate and focus your mind on one thing. Today in this practice, that is going to be our breath. If focusing on your breath feels really challenging, then I invite you to focus on just that little bit of movement, that sway, very slow swaying movement from side to side. But in other practices, that one point of focus can be a mantra, it can be an intention that we repeat to ourselves, it can even be a picture in front of us that we focus our concentration, a visual in front of us. There are lots of different things, and it's finding what works for you. So some people use beads, like japa meditation, where you count the beads on a japa mala, and it takes you around 108 times, and that helps to concentrate. It helps you to concentrate. But today, let's keep it simple. Finding our breath, settling into a position that feels restful, sustainable for these next few minutes. And you might like to close your eyes or soften your gaze. If you are inviting in that little bit of movement, very gently swaying either your shoulders from side to side or your knees from side to side, settling into a soothing rocking motion. Allowing your shoulders to relax, allowing your face to soften. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose, send it down towards your belly. Let it out with a long sigh. Feel free to take a few more of those. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Of course, if you've got a blocked nose, you might need to breathe through the mouth. So just noticing how your breath is feeling today. making any adjustments. Softening into your belly as well, noticing if you tend to tense into your stomach. And as you breathe in, really allowing your belly to gently rise and soften and fall on the exhale. Allow your pelvis to feel heavy. Let your back rest into the support behind you if you're finding stillness. Start to breathe in and out through your nose if that's available. And start to follow the rhythm of your breath. And keeping your breath really soft, really gentle. We don't need to force it in and out. You might encourage your breath to move down towards your belly. But if that feels a little too much, follow the journey of your breath in and out of your nose or your mouth. Acknowledging if your mind is quite busy today. And if it's drifting, if lots of thoughts are coming in, acknowledge what those thoughts are without judgment. Knowing that thoughts will come and go. And guide your focus back to the rhythm of your breath or back to that gentle rocking movement. How does that sway feel in your body? Can you make it a little more effortless? Can you soften any areas that you might be tensing or gripping or holding onto? And we'll be here for another minute or so. Every time your mind drifts, guide your focus back to your breath, that one point of focus. Or of course, if you are moving a little side to side, then that might be your focus. We need to find what works for us. It will be different depending on how we feel, the kind of day we're having. Tune into your one point of focus for these next 20 breaths or so, 20 seconds. take a moment to scan through your body and notice how this practice felt for you today, with openness and compassion, acknowledging whether it was really easy or really challenging. And tune into any areas of your body that need to move first, any areas that need a little bit of attention to bring you out of your meditation, but in a slow, mindful way. We can keep the meditation going as we bring ourselves out. You can keep your eyes closed or your eyelids heavy, moving your body super slowly. If you're already moving your body, then maybe making some different movements. So for me, I need to move my shoulders, my spine. And you might find actually that before you practice, you want to do a little bit of movement. So if we are feeling quite stiff or tense, then pausing in stillness to meditate can be really, really challenging. So that's why inviting in a little bit of movement can help, and also doing a little bit of gentle movement before you settle for practice can also be helpful. Take a few stretches, very gentle, maybe reaching your arms overhead, or you can take your arms out to the sides. You can take some side bends, some gentle twists. Coming back into the room, blinking your eyes open. And if you wish to join me, bringing your hands into prayer at your heart space. Take a breath in and let it out with a sigh. As you bow your head, bow down to yourself today. Thank your body, thank your breath. Thank yourself for taking this time to pause, to turn inwards. And I hope you found this practice useful, and you can come back to this whenever you need a couple of moments to come back to yourself, to reduce the external noise and stimulation. And remember, find your one point of focus, and it could even be some really gentle, soothing music that you can listen to. So good luck. I'll see you soon. Bye.